Hello and welcome to Tuesday's programme. I'm Ellie Louise Ringe.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. An ITV News West Country investigation has found toys with high levels of toxic chemicals are being sold on our high streets.
We went to well-known stores and charity shops and found products aimed at children that contained more than 1,500 times the recommended limit of lead. Scientists
at the University of Plymouth are now calling for tougher legislation to stop them going on sale. Nick Smith reports.
Well, let's speak to Nick, who's in our newsroom for us. Nick, some really shocking figures in your report just there. Parents probably will be really worried tonight. Companies already taking notice of your findings.
Well, that's right.
Moving on to other news now. The family of a 7-year-old girl who was hit by a car and killed in Looe has paid tribute to her. A student at a secondary school in St Austell has been admitted to hospital with meningitis. The pupil...
Hundreds of workers on the new site of Hinkley Point C nuclear power station near Bridgwater are staging a sit-in after a row over pay. They claim they...
Ambitious plans to put Cornwall at the heart of the space industry have been unveiled today.
Next this evening, the effects of Storm Emma are still being felt right across our coastlines, with damage and wreckage strewn across many of our beaches.
Well, in a moment, half of the road has fallen into the sand. But first, Steve Hardy has been to Mainport near Falmouth, where the community is rallying round to try and clear away the debris.
Well, let's go from Cornwall to Devon now, because the road connecting Torcross and Slapton remains closed after it was destroyed by storms and high seas. Yes,
residents are demanding the road be rebuilt as soon as possible. Well, Richard Lawrence is there for us this evening. Richard, what's the latest?
Well, meanwhile, the Mayor of Torbay has told us that repairing coastal damage there will be a priority.
And there's been a huge landslide in Newquay and Cornwall.
Now, there is still plenty more to come on the programme before 6:30 this evening.
And the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Here's Mary Nightingale with the details.
Next on this evening's programme, former Yeovil MP and the Liberal Democrats' first leader, Paddy Ashdown, says he fears his party and the country is in a similar position to when the party launched 30 years ago this month. Well, Lord Ashdown has been talking to ITV News West Country about his memories of the last 3 decades.
Moving on to sport now, and Yeovil Town are trying to reach a Wembley final tonight. The Glovers are away to Shrewsbury in the semi-final of the EFL Trophy.
That's where we sent our reporter Jeff Welsh, who's at the ground for us tonight. So, Jeff, a very big night for Yeovil, really, isn't it?
Now, for some people with autism, being in a large crowd can be stressful, but more places are becoming accessible.
Drake's...
Great work there, and that's Mike Griffiths with that report. Well, it's weather time now, and Bob has joined us in the studio. Bob, do you bring good news? Spring finally on its way?
I think spring might be...
OK, Bob, thanks very much indeed. Now, before we go, let's give you a reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this Tuesday evening. Well,
it's goodbye from the two of us. I'll have the late news for you at 10:30.
After the break, the ITV News continues with Mary Nightingale. From all of us here, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.